Okay, testing, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. I don't know why, but Twitch is getting pre-roll ads, which I don't like. Should be turned off. So just give it a wee minute extra there. Hopefully you can hear me. One, two, three, four, five. One, two. Okay, that's okay. Right, so we're gonna go from Toronto to... I have no idea where that even is. McGee Tyson, Knoxville, Tennessee. And this is an FSEconomy flight, so let's open that up. Before I forget. So we're going to be flying the Dash8-Q400 in the Flybe livery, which is a UK livery of an airline that has now went bankrupt, unfortunately. I flew in these many times. Okay, reset head tracking. Let's get this started up. Okay, let's start by getting people loaded. So select load. So I've already loaded this into SimBrief, which is on my other screen. So I have to keep looking over here. We have 62 passengers. Cargo passengers 62. Cargo, that doesn't look like nearly enough. 1,000 and it's 1,500 here. Close enough. Time en route is going to be 1 hour 54. So we're going to say 2 hours just for the sake of easiness. Although I am going to be using time compression. Fuel, zero fuel. No, total fuel is going to be. Let's see, this is kilograms, that's kilograms. So 3581, enter. Zero fuel weight is going to be zero fuel weight is 24208. Enter. Pushing the limits here a bit. Ramp weight. Okay. Load summary. And 2 hours. Route distance is, it doesn't tell me, 553. Doesn't really matter, but let's do that. Why will 3 not work? Five, 3. 1 hour 51. Okay, fair enough. That's what it wants. Reserve is 30 minutes. Okay, so I want to board using both doors to make it a bit faster. I'll put in 62. Maybe that should have been including the... Right. Why does that now say start loading? Go, and we should see the back door opening up and the stairway coming out. Music was maybe a little bit high there. Okay, stairway is out. See the little passengers coming on. Keegan, Kurt, Lindsay. Okay, you're loading. And fuel is... There's the cargo doors opening. Fuel card connecting. Okay, that's getting going. So, turn that on, that on, that on. What I need to do first is turn on the battery. And then we'll start the APU. As much as I believe it wasn't used an awful lot in the real aircraft. This is a simulation and it will work just fine. Wait for the starter light to go out. Buses are tied, generators are on. Generator on, so that's jumping up. And then we can turn on the bleeder. Where is the test? Alarm. I was expecting an alarm. I was expecting an audible alarm, but okay. Now I should turn these on, that on. Those on, switch that on. Both radio stacks on. Center screen on. Okay, that should be everything starting to in its bit test. It's fueling, good job. We should see our little fuel truck. Pity there's no luggage vehicles. It would be nice to have some luggage vehicles, but still a gorgeous looking aircraft. Is that echoing back? Okay, there's a huge delay on the stream, that's what it is. Maybe a 30-second delay. Anyway, let's start getting our... What I haven't done is import the route, so I'm going to do the old-fashioned way of just typing it in. So, let's pop that out so I can see this. So, passengers, I went for 62, I think it was. Get rid of that. Zero fuel weight. Was 24208. Enter. Fuel on board. Now this is in kilograms as well. So 3581. Enter. Passengers disappeared, so it must just take the zero fuel weight. So flight plan. from here, menu, we're going to depart on the 2-3. Oh, okay, this must be the cargo terminal. Oh, the rear door's shut. Oh, it's all passengers on, cool. So what was I gonna do? 2-3 was number 6, enter. And it looks like PERL05. PERL521. None, enter, enter, back to the flight plan. So from here we're going direct to Delta Juliet Bravo. And then direct to, oh, I can't see that, POBSE. Then direct to DEWAK, DEWAK, and then direct to VXV, no airways at all tonight, and then direct to KTYS, enter, and we will be menu arriving hopefully on the 05 left, which is number 1, star approach. I'm going to do, so what does this mean? Does this mean you're supposed to do an RNAV in the wet? Or what does that mean? I'm gonna go for ILS number 2. Ooh, transition from VXV3. Flight plan, now check our flight plan. Oh, okay, let's check. So we need to be above 1100 feet. Next, we need to be below 2200. What is our cruising altitude? 24. So it's 24 miles. 940. Okay, we're gonna put this one to be 24,000. Ooh, didn't like that. Don't know why it does this or what that means. I don't know how to do like a below. Not that. Anyway. Actually means that's not right. I'm coming to ILS. Under the runway, okay. That one's okay. We'll tune our radios later. Cool. How do you set the... Where did you set the cruise height? There we go, that's better. So below 22,000 there, and up to 24. Okay. So our first step is 22,000. So looking altitude here, we'll scroll up to 22,000. Level 220. We'll set our source to be GPS. Okay. That cleared to start. Good stuff. What I do need to do is look up my charts. What I want to do is look for where were we going, KTYS, and I was going to go for the 05 ILS. Which will be frequency localizer 110.3. So tune nav1 to 110.3. Enter. While we are here, I want COM to be on 13310 0. Enter. COM 1, I don't care, I'm not going to use it, I just want ATIS. And you switch it on down here.
Lester B. Pearson International. Information. Alpha 1910 Zulu. Arrive runways 23, 24 left. Departing runways 23, 24 right.
16 knots. Not too many scattered clouds. Okay, oh, American 2996. How do I change this? Ooh, I don't know how to change that. From hectopascals to, this is a mercury. Oh, what I can do is it's on here. So 2996 is 1015. And that one is auto set, okay. Push to standard. No, that's okay. Okay. Now, where are we? Let us look up our chart, CYYZ. I want the ground chart. Not 100% sure where I am. Oh, there's 05, 23. Oh, okay. So I was taking off in 20, 1, 2, 3. So I need to, can't get out that way. So I need to turn left. You turn left. Cross that runway. Go down. In fact, I might go right down to the very bottom. Okay. That's all on. Let's get the engine started. I can taxi forward. Yes, I can. So let's put the strobe onto red. Make sure everyone's seated. Turn off the bleed air. We want to start engine 1 first. Hit the starter. Click in some fuel. RPM rising. Temperature rising. It's okay at the minute. Okay, start engine 2. Start. 18, 19, 20. Click in some fuel. RPM rising, temperature rising. Looking good. While that's doing that, we will synchronize this up. So turn that on. Crossfill from FMS1. And I don't have Navigraph, so my charts are as date. Okay, both are on. Click them up another notch. That should turn on the generators. Let's turn on the leads for a second. Turn off the bus ties. Generator should be on. +3. So it's generating power, so turn that off. And then turn that off. Now, did I need to set the cabin altitude? Don't remember, but I don't think so. Do you like the storm light on though? The lighting goes a little bit funky and explain. Okay, taxi lights on. So we're pulling out of here, left and left. Everything's disconnected. Our windbreak thingy's on. Press the button for nose wheel steering. Brakes work. Steering works. I forgot to start my FSEconomy, but that's okay. It is not okay because that might have reset my fuel. So let me just put on the... How much fuel do I have? Fuel, 900 gallons. That doesn't sound like nearly enough. So I need Jet A, so I need 1,178 gallons. My bad. Cancel flight. That's incredibly loud. Not my FSEconomy. Does it give it a wee drop more fuel? And we said it was we'll call it 1180. 1180. 70% fuel, that sounds a bit better. Start flight. There we go. Flight started. Let's try that again. Working brake off. Flaps down one notch. I love the sound of the rotors as they come in and out of the disc. So no warning lights. And what I want to do is turn on the two fuel pumps and the auto feather. And terrain is on. Weather's in standby. That's okay, that should switch on as soon as the weight comes off the wheels. The weather radar will turn on. So I set that up and we're landing on 050. Give me a second while we will click our strobes into white, crossing the end of this runway. Assume I have authorization to do that. Now, if you're taxiing, do you have to tell ATC that you're clear of the runway, even if it's not being used? Technically, that is a live runway, though. Nice your business jet. The Honda jet. Yes, back to where was I landing? 050, something like that. Close enough. Quick look on Simbrief, it was 050. Okay. another runway, so we'll click that on. Quick visual check, don't see anything. It's quite a spirited taxi, but it's okay. Back in the center line. Now, why has my stream went offline by the looks of it? Or is that just me? Was my internet went off? Just me, or has my stream went offline? The Twitch is offline? I'll stop streaming and start again. Am I back online? Oh. Why does it look like I'm offline? Oh, interestingly, so Twitch has went offline, but YouTube's still running. You know, son, I'm just going to carry on. Hard luck, Twitch, then, if you're going to be like that. I'm just going to keep going. Wasted enough time. Right, let's get going. So, what's that called? Something break. is off. Landing lights are on. Turn that to white. Everyone's seated. Now I want to turn off the blades. Up to 5 degrees. Break off. Spoilers are armed. So we're definitely on GPS. So I want to do an initial rate of climb of let's do 1,000 feet a minute. I want to do nav. Yeah, that'll do for now. Okay. We're set. Let's get out of here. Oh no. Crank the props up to full speed. Engines are spilling, full power, release brakes. See it. Big gusty. Also free to climb, get that gear up. Above 700 feet, so gauge the autopilot. Oh, my altitude reset. Oh no, it didn't. And I want to continue climbing out at 200 knots. So 200, hit that button and it should start to pitch up. Let's get the, get rid of the flaps. Put the props back a little bit, reduce the noise. Have a nice look outside. Oh no, what's this mess? Turn off the feather and nose. Got to turn on the hydraulic pumps. Do that every time. Okay, we can turn off the taxi lights on one of the landing lights. So my Twitch stream appears to have failed. YouTube still looks okay, so we'll keep going. You know, I think I'm going to skip straight to MIXUT. So I want to go to DTO number 2, enter. Not doing that loop. Definitely got my passengers in. Cool. Okay, so KTYS. KTYS. And I want the approach chart for for 05 left ILS. So 110.3 we have ILS altitude is 3,000 feet. Capture altitude 3,000 feet. Okay. That's okay. I can do that. Now, what I am going to do is do this time acceleration. So let's see, above 10,000 feet, the lights can go out. Uh-oh. Cabin pressure, my bad. We're all gonna die. No deaths, all good. So we're still at our 200 feet. Flaps are up, gear is up. Okay, I'm climbing really slowly, so let's do climb at about 190 instead. It's a hefty little crosswind. So ground speed 221 knots. Then we shuffle to the left. Fairly noticeable because of that wind. And let's extend our range a bit on both of these. Got stop start watch. No, got the start stopwatch, other way around. So whereabouts are we? We are okay, so we're coming up on the edge of the lake. So the Twitch stream failed just as we were taxiing. What happened? but it's so much better quality than it was before, so I'm happy with that. Anyway, let's get back to, okay, we should be climbing up to 24,000 that I had nose up. Let's do a 180. Oh, we should be standard barrow as well. Out of lakes now. Really don't realize how big those lakes are. You know what it is? I'm trying to stream 2K. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Anyway, so this is... Let's see if I can do a V now. 1,200 feet per minute to... No. Not sure if that was right or not. Coming in over land again. Okay, so check on our map again. Where are we? This is... We are cutting through the west side of Cleveland. So that must be downtown Cleveland over here somewhere. What I need to do is click the props back one, save some fuel. Turn that back down to normal now that we're not all gonna die of hypoxia. Nice inspection, all good. I don't actually know how to get the temperature. Where would the external temperature be? assume that's it, minus 21. What I didn't do was set my transponder. That was naughty. That'll do. 4502. ATC should have told me to do that, and I couldn't be bothered to fly with ATC tonight. So 110.3 on a course of 050. I'll have to wait until we get past this point before I can set my VNav for descent. Flying very slow. That's a 30 knot, 25 knot headwind. But my speed seems very low. Throttle is in the correct detent. That should be okay for cruise. Ups are up. Speed brake is not deployed. Very slow. I don't know enough about this bad boy to know what I'm doing wrong, if anything, or if this is normal. So the ground speed is 268, so is it this not reading correctly? Pitot heat is all on. Turn some heaters on to see if that kicks that into life. Actually, if we do that, it might make absolutely no difference. Really expecting to be up about 100 or 280, 250 anyway. Yeah, I've got a bit of an angle of attack on because I'm going so slow. I might drop back down to 22,000 feet. think I've done something wrong because these are only sitting 50. Just feels like something isn't right. Don't think they need turned on, but let's try that. Nope, all those heaters are making no difference, so I'm going to turn them off again. So if anything, they're sucking power from the engine. Now, VNav. That looks better. From current position to BMV at 7,000 feet. There we're down to a 12 knot headwind. This should be much higher. Yeah, even this is saying at 25,000 feet, maximum airspeed is 248. About 80 knots, almost below 70 knots below what I should be. Okay, clicking that down saves about 5 kilograms per hour in each engine. descent 203 miles. Nope. I don't know. Just doesn't feel right. See what the passengers think. Yep. Pretty sure if you go to here, you can. These guys got nice wee meal table. Yeah, it's got a lot of miles to go, so that's okay. That's kind of a dumb VNav computer. You have to keep plugging that back in. Every time your speed changes a little bit, you have to plug it back in again. And I've got a course change to this, so I need to update that. That's not good. Okay, mental note, don't do that while you're flying. Oh, it's broken that whole screen, okay. It's interesting on 2 times speed, and yet the chronometer clock is still going the same speed as usual. How you link the flight plan then. was a very inconveniently timed phone call, but look at my speed, it's dropped way off. I am going to have to drop my altitude down to 22,000, I think. Gather a bit of speed up. Gonna turn the anti-icing back on again. Trim's okay. It just feels like something's not right. Is about to stall. Oh, scenery line. Oh, scenery squares. So 80, call it 90 miles before I need to descend. Let's get a bit of speed up. That's better, the crosswinds aren't as high. Down 22,000. Speed over 200 knots. Descending again. Thought this should be up to about 70% or something. 54 seems very low. I wonder if it's because I didn't fill in this performance page correctly. Still send ground speeds 300 knots. I think I've set something up incorrectly. Now that I've changed heights, I need to altitude. Sorry, I need to reset that. The top ascent marker coming up. And we want to drop to NV. Let's have a look at my charts. NV. NV is I need to be above 2700 because there's mountains or obstruction. It's okay. It's BMV and then No, wait, there's Bempy there. I'm confused, I can't read charts. $3,000 to Bempy. So Bempy should be 3,000. Okay, so if we click our amplitude down to 3,000. And then as I get top descent, I'm going to hit the VNav and see if it works. Keep clicking in 1200. Second FMS is broken. No, it does not want to fix itself. Switch it off and back on again, see what happens. Okay, so it's now tracking. It's now giving me the same trace as there. Do you want a weather radar? There we go, that's better. We're actually picking up some weather. Now, we're still at over 200 knots. We are 8 minutes. 4 minutes double speed away from top of descent. Keep clicking this back to 1200. Recalculating. Doesn't do it automatically. No, my Twitch stream never came back online again. YouTube's still going though. Ah, I can see an airport. Another scenery line. Oh, what's this big? That's like a big canyon. Where are we? No idea. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Okay, but yes, there does appear to be a canyon. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google Maps this to see what it is. There's nothing. Or is that a mountain range? Is that a canyon or a mountain range? No, that must be a river. Probably two rivers that have carved their way through. So we're up to almost 210 knots. Don't understand why this is so slow. There's obviously some of my performance figures I've plugged in incorrectly. I really thought this should be up to about 70% rather than 50. 54. Message. Top descent in 7 miles. Ice check looks okay. Electricals check. Fuel check looks okay. Oh, what happened? VNav engaged. And actually, I'm going to let the speed carry on up. Still don't know what several of these buttons do. Like that's a button, but I don't know what it does. That one's a button, don't know what it does. Okay, this is somewhere I've never flown before. This is interesting terrain. Now I see this jumped up to like 60%. Must be to do with the altitude. Temperature maybe. Now, what I need to do is tune COM2 to 125375. Enter.
600. Temperature 35. Dew point 23. Altimeter 3008. Automated weather observation. Knoxville, downtown island.
3009 is 1019. So let's get that set. Even though I'm a bit high for that, but I'm going to do it now anyway. I am way too high. What sort of approach is this? So this is coming in here, coming out, turning, coming back in again. I'm just watching my speed and pulling my power back. I'll drop to about 30%. Anyway, there's 10,000 feet. Get the seatbelts back on again, and we'll get one of the landing lights on. I don't remember what the procedure is in America. I think the landing light should have been on actually a lot earlier. Okay, P-turn. Okay, so that appears to be a thing. So flying through, doing a turn and coming back again. There's the airport. So that's on. I wonder what the altitude is here. It is actual. Where's the altitude? Okay, we're winging it. Okay, let's pull the power way back to 20%. That's better. So I'm at the outer marker, but I don't want to engage yet. Okay, so it's going to a big right-hand turn. And then go back to Benda. Oh, here, look at the speed. Watch one down. I'm gonna click on 1 degree of flap though. 5 degrees of flap, sorry. I assume this is gonna do a big left turn here. I want to keep it around 200 knots, 5 degrees of flap. And let's reset our, so we're gonna come in at 131, touching down at 116 hopefully. So this is usually where my landings in this go very wrong. So I'm going to try and hold my speed at about 190 knots until I intercept the purple line and then hit approach. In fact, you know something, I'm hitting approach now. Did nothing. Okay. It's better. And don't be turning right. Way high. I know that. Should be at 3,000 feet by now, and I'm not. So I want the fuel pumps on and the auto feather on. Fast forward 5 degrees. And let's turn on all the lights. $180 gear can come down at 200. Okay, let's get the gear down. That'll help us take off some speed. 3 green. Looks good. So I'm hoping I intercept 3,000, or I hope I intercept this before 3,000 feet. In fact, let's take that down to 2,000 feet. Down 15 degrees. There we go. Captured the glide slope. Give it a wee dose of power. The header marker. So let's get down to that 131 knots. Just a little bit of power to stay there. Well, this is my best approach so far. Right, lights are on. Give cabin crew a wee warning. I'll turn these off. Auto feathers on, pumps are on, hydraulics are on. So I'm gonna try and do a 15-degree flaps landing. I haven't done a 15-degree one before.
500.
Okay, turn off autopilot.
Sync rate, sync rate, sync rate, sync rate, sync rate.
Twenty 20% power.
100.
No, I'm really plummeting at 20% power.
30. 20.
No, that was terrible landing. Bounced up into the air. I think. Nope, just the nose up. Cannot get a 15-degree landing. 15-degree flaps landing. Just never goes well. Right, flaps up, gust lock on. Don't quite know where I'm going, but I'm just following this taxiway. So, landing lights off, strobe light to red. Apologize to all my passengers for that terrible landing. I just have not figured out the landing in this aircraft at all. Oh, just crossed the runway, my bad. Looks like jet bridge is down to the right, so I'll go down here. Frame rate's plummeted, down to 18 frames. Taxi light is on, that's okay, that's okay. What we want to do is turn on the APU. Oh. Kind of ran out of... I'm thinking this isn't right. I'm gonna follow the X5, he seems to know where he's going. It's okay. Nobody saw that. And we'll just sling it in here. So what was our landing rate there? That was pretty terrible. Review your flight. Ooh, over 1,000 feet per minute. That was very bad. An engineer is going to write a strongly worded email to me. Right, start unloading. Do look at those animations. And while that is doing that, I can switch off. Oh, taxi light should have been off. That can be off. Everyone can leave their seats. And oh, bus tie should have been on. Okay, well that is me then. I am going to go reboot my machine and I'll have another flight afterwards. Try and get some Twitch working, but otherwise that is me for this flight. It was great right up until the landing. Need to practice more landings in this thing, but I am really enjoying it so far. Only a few flights in, but 15 flights in maybe. Oh, 24. I don't think all of those were landed. So yeah, still learning. It's a fun little aircraft. Recommend everyone try it out. Right, that's going to do me for tonight. Thanks for watching. Bye. Stopping stream.